What is Shahadat? A word we can align with it to find its true definition is the word martyrdom. But if the question still arises in your mind, what is Shahadat? It is to fight for the truth, the eternal truth. To fight for it is what you believe is right in the eyes of God, even if it means sacrificing your life. Sikhi is known for their seva, which is selfless service. However, there is another side to it which also must be acknowledged, and that is Shaheedi. Beginning from the 5th Guru of the Sikhs, Shri Guru Arjan Dev Ji, Shahadat began from their life, and that is why we call them Shahidan de Sirtaj. And the reason they attained Shaheedi was because they were preaching Sikhi to the Sikhs, and their outreach became so well known that the only way to prevent the growth of Sikhi was through Shahadat. And that is something Guru Sahib Ji willingly accepted in Lahore. So after Guru Arjan Dev Ji Shahadat, we have the second generation, their grandson, the 9th Guru, Shri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji, who attained Shahadat, and that is what we will be covering today. And we will be answering the question, why did they attain Shaheedi? Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Talk about the history of Shahadat, we have to talk about the life of Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji in order to fully understand the type of person they were and what their ancestors said before them. Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji was born in Gurdwara Guru Ke Mahal in Amritsar, which is a Gurdwara we actually visited previously, and that is where they were born to Mata Nanki Ji and their father Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji, the 6th Guru of the Sikhs. As Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji was born in Guru Ke Mahal, their father, Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji, was in Harvinder Sahib listening to Asa Di Var. For those of you who do not know, Asa Di Var is the prayer that is recited at Amrit Vela around 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. And after hearing the news, Guru Sahib Ji went to Guru Ke Mahal where their family resided. Upon reaching with the Sangat, they decided to meet the baby, and instead of just holding Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji, they bowed down their head to them. And that is when the Sangat asked them, Guru Sahib Ji, you have had 4 sons as well as Bibi Viroji. Why are you bowing down to this baby? That is when Guru Sahib Ji said in Gurmukhi, "Eh dharam turantar honge, padde takkan wale satguru honge." So now the Shahadat begins in the year 1675. Kashmiri Pandits approached Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji and told them that they need somebody to protect them because they were fearing religious persecution from the government at the time, the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb. Guru Gobind Singh Ji, who was Gobind Rai at the time at the age of 8 to 9 years old, they entered the room and asked Guru Sahib Ji, why is everyone in sorrow? They asked the Pandits what brought them here and why they were here. Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji told their son they are here in hopes of being protected by someone who can sacrifice themselves in order to defend their religion. That is when Gobind Rai Ji replied, Pitaji toade to mahan kaun ho sakta hai? Which means, Guru Sahib Ji, who can be greater than you? And that is when Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji smiled and told the Kashmiri Pandits that Guru Tegh Bahadur will be protecting them, and if he decides to convert, then all of the Kashmiri Pandits will follow him and convert accordingly. And when Aurangzeb received this news, he felt that this will be probably the easiest way to have them both intimidated as well as forcefully have them all convert. Because if Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji decides to convert, that'll basically show how much power he has as a ruler. Guru Sahib Ji then told Kirpa Ram, who was the head of the Kashmiri Pandits, to tell Subedar Iftikhar Khan that he would be going to Delhi. Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji, when leaving, bid farewell to their family in Anandpur and bowed down to their mother, Mata Nanki Ji. In fact, it is said that Mata Ji told Guru Sahib Ji at the time that I want to see your smiling face one last time. And that is why Bhai Jatta Ji or Bhai Jeevan Singh Ji brought back Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji's cease, because every mother loves their son, but to be able to see their son even after their Shahadat is something huge. And that is why, following Mataji's order, Bhai Jatta Ji went to Delhi and brought back Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji's cease. With Guru Sahib Ji went 5 Sikhs, Bhai Mati Das Ji, Bhai Sati Das Ji, Bhai Dayala Ji, as well as 2 additional Sikhs who are not acknowledged as much, Bhai Uda Ji, as well as Bhai Gurdwara Ji. However, they bid farewell to Guru Sahib Ji before reaching Delhi. After traveling from Anandpur, Guru Sahib Ji reached Delhi on the 3rd of November 1675. The court hearings that were held with Guru Sahib Ji and Aurangzeb were from the 4th all the way to the 8th of November. Guru Sahib Ji was asked by Aurangzeb, why are you protecting a religion that you are not even a part of? Because nobody has done this before. Why are you deciding to sacrifice yourself for a religion that you don't even follow? That is when Guru Sahib Ji said, them not having the same ideas as us is fine, but trying to eliminate them completely is a huge sin. Guru Sahib Ji was imprisoned, as we all know, and the location where they were imprisoned before attaining martyrdom, Shaheedi, is Kotwali Sahib, where the Langar Hall is present today. You may not know this, but the pinjara, or the cage that Guru Sahib Ji was held in, had steel thorns. So when Guru Sahib Ji would try to lead on the side, the thorns would go into their arm, as well as if Guru Sahib Ji would try to stand completely tall, it would hit their head. So they would have to crouch down in order to not suffer the pain of the metal thorns. The first Shaheedi took place on the 10th of November 1675, where the present day fountain is today. The first Shaheed out of Guru Sahib Ji and their Sati, their companions, was Bhai Mati Das Ji. He was given the options to show a miracle, accept the faith of Islam, or accept death. They gave Bhai Mati Das Ji countless treasures and said, if you convert, we will make you the Subedar, we will give you treasures, we will give you jewels if you decide to just switch your faith. He refused to accept because he said that the greed that you are trying to give to me, I have already experienced that wealth through Sikhi. And he has also had the nadar of the Guru himself, Shri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji. Bhai Mati Das Ji said, although I have experienced the wealth, I have never experienced Shahadat. I want to experience this feeling as well. So while being sawn in half, Bhai Mati Das Ji from the beginning recited Japji Sahib. And it is said that even after being sawn into 2 pieces, or as we say in Punjabi, Arya Nal Cheer Ditta Gaya, through the power of the Guru, they were still able to complete Shri Japji Sahib and finish the part. The second Shaheed was Bhai Dayala Ji, who was Bhai Mani Singh Ji's older brother and around 20 years older than Shri Guru Gobind Singh Ji. He was put in a cauldron of boiling hot water, and the image that we see in which they were put in a cauldron of water with the top open, the truth is that they were covered and they were unable to breathe when they were put inside the cauldron of boiling hot water. Before entering the cauldron of boiling hot water, Bhai Dayala Ji said, a Sikh has not been sawn into pieces today. Aurangzeb's roots have been sewn into pieces today. After Bhai Dayala Ji was put inside the Deg, the boiling hot cauldron, it is said that even after the lid was covered, you could still hear Shri Japji Sahib from within. Bhai Sati Das Ji, the final Shaheed of the 3 that we know, was wrapped in cotton and burned alive. And it is said that you could still hear Shri Japji Sahib from the cotton. You must be wondering, Bhai Dayala Ji, Bhai Mati Das Ji, and Bhai Sati Das Ji were facing so much pain, but how can you still hear Shri Japji Sahib? Well, that is because all of their final wishes were that they wanted to be facing the Guru while attaining Shaheedi. And a Gurbani verse that came in my mind when hearing this was Nadar kare ta simreya jaye, which means that if the Guru himself puts his eyes towards you, only then you are able to meditate and remember God truthfully and peacefully. Guru Sahib Ji saw all 3 of their Sikhs attain Shaheedi, and after their Shahadat was done, it is said that in the evening after sunset, they said, Dana Sikhi, Dana Sikhi, Dana Sikhi. It is the 11th of November, 1675, one day after the Guru's Sikhs attained Shaheedi. Guru Sahib Ji is brought out in their cage. Qazis and the Jalads asked Guru Sahib Ji to accept one of the 3 options that his Sikhs were also given to him a day before. Guru Sahib Ji said, don't you know what my reply is? The Qazis and the Jalads replied, did you not see how your Sikhs attained Shaheedi yesterday? Guru Sahib Ji instead told the Jalads, do not look at that in that perspective. Instead, look at the lens that did any of them surrender. If the Sikhs are that fearless, imagine how fearless their Guru is. Guru Sahib Ji, before attaining Shaheedi, was asked if they had a final wish, and that is when they said they wanted to do Ishnan. And that is where Itihasik Kuhi Sahib is. In order to potentially intimidate Guru Sahib Ji, the Jalad began to sharpen his sword so that Guru Sahib Ji might change their mind and decide to convert or show a miracle instead of accepting Shaheedi. And that is when a Shair of the time wrote what Guru Sahib Ji said. Guru Sahib Ji said, "Main haan Tegh, te parkh ਲੈ ਤੇਗ ਤੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਦੋ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਰਖ ਲੈ 100 ਤੇਗਾਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲਕਵਾ ਹੈ ਤੇਗ ਬਹਾਦਰੀ ਦਾ ਮੇਰੇ ਸਾਵੇਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਕਦੀਆਂ ਖਲੋ ਤੇਗਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਜੰਮਦਿਆਂ ਤੇਗਾਂ ਦੀ ਸ਼ਾਨ ਮਾਣੀ ਵੇਖ ਪਿਤਾ ਦੀਆਂ ਪਹਿਨੀਆਂ 2 ਤੇਗਾਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਪਿਤਾ ਦੀ ਅਣਖ ਬਹਾਦਰੀ ਤੇ ਰਿਹਾ ਪਰਖ ਦਾ ਤੇਰਾ ਪਿਓ ਤੇਗਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਵੀ ਵੇਖੇਗਾ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਭਵਿੱਖ ਅੰਦਰ ਮੇਰੇ ਪੁੱਤਰ ਨੇ ਵਾਉਣੀਆਂ ਉਹ ਤੇਗਾਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਤੇਗ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਤੇਗ ਨਿਕਲੂ ਲੱਖਾਂ ਲੇਗੀ ਤੇਰੀ ਅੱਖੋਂ ਤੇਗਾਂ." Guru Sahib Ji was asked if they had a final wish before attaining Shahadat. And that is when Guru Sahib Ji said they want to do Japji Sahib. And Guru Sahib Ji told the Jalad that once they bow down in reverence to God after the Samapti of the part, the Jalad can do his job. Guru Sahib Ji read the final lines, Jinni naam te aaya, gaye masakkat kaal, nanak te mukh ujle, kiti chutti naal. And that is when they bow down and attain Shaheedi in respect to the never-ending Lord, the Kartar, Akal Purakh, Vaheguru. And the exact location where they attain Shaheedi is Gurdwara Ganj Sahib, located in Chandni Chowk, Delhi. The tree under which Guru Sahib Ji attained Shaheedi is still present at Ganj, which is inside a glass case. It is said that after Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji attained Shahadat, the skies began to wail as a way of response to the injustice that had occurred by the government at the time. Now we will be visiting the location where this event took place, and it actually marks 350 years of history since Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji attained Shaheedi and did an act which can never be replicated or duplicated. I hope this answers the question, why did Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji attain Shaheedi and what was the reasoning behind it? I hope you all learned something new. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜਿਤ ਆਵੇ ਜਿਤ ਆਵਨ ਕਾ ਸਦਕਾ ਸਰਬ ਸੁਖ ਮਤ ਪਤ ਦਾ ਰਾਖਾ ਆਪ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਗਣ ਜਿਤ ਬਿਨ ਗੁਰ ਗੁਣ ਨਾ ਸਮਾਵਲੀ ਵਦ ਰਾਮ ਜੀਓ ਸਦਾ ਸੱਚ ਬੋਲੇ
आज सर्वजन के बाद का सरकार 2024 की समाप्ति हुई है। 20वीं अंकार 2025 की अंत हुई है। सर्व कला समरथ ठाकुर प्रतिपालक तुम दाते नायक कसम हमारे ठाकुर प्रतिपालक तुम दाते ठाकुर सब जन्म धन धन्ना जन नानक
सच्चा तेरा करम सच्चा निशान सच्चे तुझ्या कल विस्मात पूर्व विस्मात सिपत विस्मात सला विस्मात विकट विस्मात तेरा विस्मात पाप न पला
कुदरत सर्व विचार
थोड़ी नजर करे जे अपनी दरदी सतगुर पाया देवतियों को ते जन्म पर मेरा सतगुर पाया सतगुर मिलिया सत पाया जल्दी करो
Before I play the Shabad, I'll explain to you why I chose this Shabad. As a reverence to Guru Tegh Bahadur ji, the lines of Shri Dasam Granth Sahib, which is written by Guru Gobind Singh ji, are said during Ardas. Thikar for dilis sir, prapur kiya pyan, Tegh Bahadur si kriya, kari na kinhu an, Tegh Bahadur ke chalat, payo jagat ko sok, hai sab jag payo, jai 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 surlok. So that is the Shabad we will be listening to, and I hope you all enjoy the Shabad, learn from the Shabad, and try to truly understand the event that took place behind it. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Prabhupur kiya ਪਿਆਣ ਤੇਗ ਬਹਾਦਰ ਸੀ ਕਿਰਿਆ ਕਰੇ ਨਾ ਕਿਨਹੂ ਤੇਗ ਬਹਾਦਰ ਕੇ ਚਲਤ भयो जगत को शोक है सब जग भयो जय 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 सुनो है सब जग भयो जय 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 फिकर फोर दिलीस सिर रबपुर किया बयान तेग बहादुर सी गया करे ना किन्हू करे ना किन्हू फिकर फोर दिलीस सिर रबपुर किया प्यार तेग बहादुर सी किरिया करे ना किन्हू करे ना किन्हू तेग बहादुर के चलत भयो जगत को भयो जगत को शोक है सब जग भयो